Let's get a couple warm-up shots, Si. Been throwing so much long distance the last couple days, 6 hours in 2 days. More than that if you look at the timing of my live streams. 6 hours, 2 days, long distance. So get a couple warm-ups here, shorter range. Oh yeah, thanks for right in front of the fence, Si. All right, guys, we'll wait till a couple people come in until I get, I'll explain the shot I'm gonna do. But today is trick shots using my Canapult, which is kind of nice. The size of it is 3 meters. Like right about 3. I would say it's a little closer than 3, but I can hit it at 3. This is just a fun one. Instead of throwing it, you can get a little bit feet working, and you got to be quick. It goes up and it comes down the can really quick. Just gonna have to practice my footwork now on it. 3 lives in 3 days. I woke up not even thinking I was going to do a live the last 2 days, and here I am. Always takes a little bit for people to start logging in. Warming up with my Torto. Nobody's knife works. Probably other throws, other knives out there similar, but this is kind of like my design. All the little finer details that people wouldn't notice, I put into this. So that's what I'm going to warm up with and do my first trick shot with. But we're going to be doing this trick shot today, multiple ways, different knives. All right, so we got 55. So we're doing the Canapult today. As I was just saying, I'm going to be doing it with 4 different knives. I'm going to be doing it with false edge, live edge, and I'm going to be doing it fast draw from the sheath with my Steel Eagle. You can't really get too far with this, so I'm at 3 meters standing. So if I can hit it with a little stretch of my foot, then I can maintain that 10 feet, which is a legit. Anything closer than that isn't cool for a trick shot, unless, you know, something up close and personal. I do some trick shots like that, and they're super dangerous, but you have to be closer, like no reloading. But we're gonna do the Canapult. So the idea is I have the can there, I hit it up there, and then I gotta snipe it really quick. Now it kind of messes with you because you're hitting it and then you're releasing your knife from an awkward position fairly quickly. There's a little bit of weight in that can because of the wind. So hopefully it goes up nice and straight. Gives me about, I'd say, if not less than a second to kind of react and hit it from this position. I'm going to try to do this multiple ways from the back, turn around and snipe. So today is going to be focused on the trick shot using the Canapult. And like I said, different knives, different positions. We're going to do this multiple times tonight. It's going to be good live. We're just going to have some fun. All right. So I've already done a couple warm-ups because I've been throwing for 6 hours in the last 2 days, all long distance, all 7 meters, 6 meters, 6 hours in 2 days. So whatever I get in for today, that's like 8 hours of training in 3 days. Not bad at all. And that's just live streaming. That's not the trick shots that I've done for shorts and stuff like that. All right, so without further ado, let's give this a go. I have not warmed up with the can, so hopefully I have everything set in the right position. I might just have to tweak it a little bit as I learn from the mistakes that I might make. So here we go. We're just gonna do the basic one right now. Oh, it almost landed back on. That's cool. Here we go. The wife's right behind me, smoking hot moderator. So if you got any questions, I'll stop. I'll answer anything you guys want to know, clarify some things. If more people start loading into this, then I'll re-explain what's going on quickly. So just bear with me, but we should get through this a couple times today at least. That was a good one. So what looks like is about a foot from the target. So I'm gonna do a mini taxi ride. That's okay. So what a taxi is you hit the can in the air and then you bring it. The knife catches it in the air and then you bring it to the target. I don't even know who came up calling it the taxi ride. I don't know where that first originated. If you know, let me know in the comments. All right, yes. It's gonna take some time hitting this thing the right way with your foot, because I don't do this. I did this before on my channel. I made a video about it probably 3 years ago. I have not done this since. See how quick you gotta be? You gotta be quick. That was a close one though. If it only goes this high, right, you got not much time. It pauses in the air for a moment and then comes back down. All right, so that was number 2. Let's see how quick I can take this. Let me know how long you think before I get my first can pin. How many tries?
Ooh.
I think once my foot gets that muscle memory that I need, that was a hit. We got some scarring on the can. 112. So yeah, we're doing the Canapult today. We're doing this different distances. We're going to be doing this different ways with different knives, fast draw, live edge knives, false edge knives. Right now we're just doing it first with the Torto. Here we go. Nice and basic, nice and easy.
We have a couple guesses. One says within 12. One says between 5 and 10.
Ooh, I like those guesses. Normal things like this will take me within 10, I think. This will be my fourth try if you've missed it. Here we go. And I only count 1 if I throw my knife. I don't waste a throw if it doesn't look right, feel right.
Kevin says 7. That's what I was going with. That's my lucky number.
That's your number, you think too? 7?
7. Then we got one that says 6.
Kevin, I don't know if I've seen Kevin on the channel before. Good to see you here, man. If you're new, let us know. Give a shout out to you. Appreciate every new person coming in, checking this channel out. Yeah, so it's a little
Welcome
off
back
to
to
this
the live,
side.
Patrick.
I think to counter that, we'll just put that a little bit over there. I have seen maybe a few people try this. I don't know if they've done it before me. Because again, the first time I've done this was maybe more than 3 years ago. I like getting creative and thinking of new things. You know, it's a joy. It gets kind of fun doing stuff maybe no one's done before. See what I mean? Like low, it's going low. But that was a good adjustment there. So we're at 5. We're at 5. We're at 5. Here we go. Ooh, I kind of like that up. I kind of like how much airtime it got there. That was nice. That was nice. I think you can zero in a little bit more that way. Let's try that again. Same thing. See if I can do the same thing. That's 6. I just think I threw my knife pour there. Here we go. That was 7. Between 5 and 10 would have been my guess. So if I'm gonna guess now, it's gonna going to be 8. Right here, right now. Nope. I personally don't like aiming on the sides of my targets. It's not for me. Number 8. Poorly done.
Was that number 8 or
That was number 8.
7?
That was number 8.
All right, so we're at number 8 there.
Was number 8. The Canapult. So obviously I've played with the word and doing this a little differently than how a Canapult is actually spelt, but I just changed one letter, if you know what letter that is.
Car cam, the other night Josh did a raffle, and he was blindfolded for that when he was doing the raffle draw.
That was 9, and I felt like that should have been it. I think once I get warmed up here, so again, those first few misses, I'm learning and I'm adjusting this thing slightly. Even if it's just an inch, it makes a big difference. So that was 9, this is 10. All right, sorry that I failed those guesses. Did we have a guess at 15 or something, 12?
Our highest one so far that I could see is between 9 and 10, and there's one within 12, yes.
Here's 11. Yeah, it wasn't even in the target area. Give me a second here. Going through my English garden. Whoever owned this house before me loved the English garden.
Alex says his guess is 17.
We're at 12, right here.
So it only counts if he throws his 9th. The man says he is subbing. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for the new subscription. A lot of my lives, I do a lot of trick shots. That's kind of my focus, is trick shots. I do dabble in other things. We get into discussions about combat knife throwing, and we also do just straight up training, drills, you know, different movements, things like that. And we do a lot of trick shots. I do all my throwing. I do other ways to teach people if they want to learn half spin or full spin, but my jam is no spin throwing. That's what I like to do.
Jax, thank you for subscribing.
Thanks, Jax. Here we go. The Canapult. This, if I throw my knife, will be number 12.
Oh, damage.
Didn't even go high enough. Like,
Jax,
I got some
thank
flesh
you for
wound, but it was just
subscribing.
here.
Lost,
it was
thank
just
you for
about there.
subscribing. How long have you been doing this?
I've been going on 6 years. 6 years and a couple months. That can's demolished, so I have to flip it upside down now. Let's see if it kind of goes in the air the same way. So I guess this will be 13. Yeah, it did go up a little bit differently there. We'll get her. We're gonna get her a bunch of times. Maybe the next time I do it right away.
Hello, Ronnie. Thanks for stopping in.
Good to see you. Let me know when your giveaway arrives.
Yeah, it would be great for you guys to let us know.
Okay. Different can.
Yes,
Shape.
we are from
I'm
Canada.
gonna have to adjust this a little differently here. Oh man, that was it. Okay. You don't get many good, perfect opportunities like that.
Ronnie said he'll definitely let you know when it arrives.
Yeah, because I know what you guys asked for. Don't know what you're getting. If you're going to get 3 of that, a set of it, or you're going to get 1. He hooks it up and surprises people, like hundreds of dollars given away to individuals, not collectively. The boss at Nobody Knife Works is one of the coolest, if not the coolest knife makers out there. And that entails his kindness, generosity. Just that person is just a good guy. And he's got some creative skills in the knife making world now.
Ooh.
I've lost track. I think I'm at 15. And because of the power, give me a second here.
So Josh is actually Canadian Armed Forces. He's Army, but is currently working with the Navy right now.
Oh yeah, there's some damage on that can for sure. Let me know the volume's good and everything. I put this a little differently for me because I felt like it was a little loud, and I'm a loud person as it is. So it's really weird to talk a little lower all the time because you guys are hearing me so easily.
What type of knife is that, hun?
This is my design of it's called the Torto by Nobody's Knife Works. It's a bit dirty. I just wanted a no spin Tanto tip, 7 millimeters thick, 9 inches long, 5160 spring steel. And I love that Tanto tip. That's what makes it. I like a knife for throwing that actually looks like a knife. That actually resembles there's a blade on it. Some of these knives just don't look like a knife at all. They look like a glorified spike, railroad spike or something. All right, here we go. Come on. Man. Oh, man. Okay, I'm getting the angle right, but I'm absolutely not getting the height that I want. I think we're close to that 17 right here. All right. You know, this is good training, guys. You got something like this you can do over and over again. Just different ways. The more versatile you're going to be as a thrower. You know, setting yourself up in different positions to make a quick modification to get to your throw. Whether it's a sleight of your hand, a kick of your foot, spinning around, all these different things you can incorporate into your trick shots, skill shots, your training. It's just going to make you a better overall thrower. I almost think like a sidearm throw. Sorry about me bending over full moon here. At least I didn't, let one rip like I did yesterday. Here we go. Oh, man. I slipped a bit. I should almost wear my cleats. But that is hitting this can. We got another flesh wound. Maya's in the background. What's going on, honey? Here we go. Usually I get it right away when Maya comes.
He's Canadian Armed Forces and still
then
serving.
It rolls. Oh.
We had a snack because I'm kind of hungry.
Oh. Real time, reality here too. How many trick shotists out there go live and do it, right? 1, maybe 2, but they're not doing Adam Shelley really crazy trick shots. But Brandon, yeah, he does some crazy ones. Not many people, not like Dude Perfect going live doing their trick shots. It's a big target, but people who have all these targets, bigger area to hit, I'd been able to hit that if I had a little bit more, right? If it was just this board.
He's still actively serving.
Man. Oh, man. Guys. Whoa, come on. Get 2 cans on there with 2 knives. That'd be intense. See, stuff like that. I'm going to try. If I think about it, I try it. A lot of people sometimes are intimidated by their thoughts. You can make your thoughts become a reality. You just gotta do it. I'm trying to hit that out of the air, and that totally changes up the throw. If I switched up my can, I probably would do it. Oh boy, 20 something throws now, low 20s. Here we go. We're doing this. Wowzer. It's crazy because the difficulty level on this is not like the 360 can pin I did yesterday. Oh, hey man, you want to jump on it for me? Circus act like an elephant, jumping on it, making me do a flip. Right, go over here.
Come on.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. Doesn't, with the can being destroyed, doesn't really want to go in the same spot every time. I'm not getting, in my defense, if it was coming here every time, true misses. Maybe 2, 3, 4 times it went in the center to give me an actual good try. That was probably that's just fail. That's just fail. Now you get working up the sweat. Now you get your heart rate going. Now is where the training is even good. Gets even better for you. I'm gonna be pretty pumped for the first one. I think that's gonna get the ball rolling here. It's like 2 feet from the target. Come on, babe, pump me up.
I am right now. Martello just hopped on.
Hey, Martello, what's up? Thanks for that idea.
Throwing.
My flag is so much better because of you. All right? I love it when people are like, loser. Yeah, I'm sucking right now, but this is something you won't do. So you're telling that to somebody, you know, what level are you at? If you're calling me a loser, you're putting yourself pretty low then probably. Yeah, it's not going to the target because of the weight of the can. I think it's pushing it. I switch the can, I do it right away, but I'd be going through a lot of cans, I think, that way. It's all in the way you hit the wood too. Like you can tap it and it goes up pretty good. You can push down on it. That was so far away from the target. We're gonna switch cans. That's just what we're gonna do. So I can pop the cherry of this. And I'll get back to this can after. I didn't think I was going to sweat so much doing this, but now I feel like I need my sweat towel. That's just pure sucking. That's what pure sucking looks like. Thanks, babe. All right, I'm going to get it now that she's left. It definitely, when the can ain't bad, way better. Chasing it, going, seeing it, tracking it. It wasn't even on the target. It fell here. I was like, oh. All right, let me just freshen up here.
Wow, we got 635 people popping in.
That is a all-time record. That's Cool Trainer Ryan stuff. That's gotten my jellies. That's Jimmy's at our attention for that. The Canapult trick shot. I'm pretty much 30 into this, 30 throws. Just working out the details, working out how to hit it. We're throwing no spin.
Gorilla, you got that. You got that right.
What's that?
He says, this is what training looks like, though. It's not pretty, but this isn't what all the trick shot professionals don't show.
Exactly. Thank you for that's much appreciated that somebody would point that out. Sometimes I don't want to mention certain things. Doesn't sound right coming from the person doing it. Oh, massive taxi ride. See, the problem too is these have rocks in them. Like That is demolished. Can't use that one again. It's all right, I got a couple cans here, ready to go. No waiting. You guys like the content, hit that like button. Does a big one
Yes.
for allowing other people to see it. Doesn't do anything for me. This is for you guys. Here we go.
Let's double tap that screen, guys. Show Josh some support.
It is obviously not going. I think what I need to do is bring it down here. Just a slight change will help push this straight up. A little further back, it's gonna push it this way. Noted. Only crazy people try the same thing expecting different results. Remember that. That's probably there. I'll change that up. Right there.
So everyone that's just tuning in, we have 832 viewers. Josh, oh, he did it.
Boom. You know what happened there? It didn't even touch the target. It went right through and kept it.
Wow.
About 4 or 5 inches from the target. There we go. Number
Nice
one. Done.
Did that trick shot with 800 and something viewers.
That is amazing. You
Yeah,
guys are
buddy.
seeing world's first stuff here, baby.
So all the ones that said, if you get this trick shot, I'm subbing, you better sub.
Oh, you got a sub. So now, I just did that with this, my favorite knife. We're gonna do it now with a live edge knife without scales. Same thing, totally different knife. No spin throwing. We're gonna be doing everything no spin. Here we go.
Yeah, Linda will probably
Same
try that
can.
next
I think
time.
I should change it up, but let's just see how this floats in the air. Live edge. You're gonna get pretty good at throwing because this could be very dangerous. And you know you're gonna damage your knife a lot more. Your live edge won't last if you're missing all the time. Almost.
Ooh.
I can throw that thing pretty good. I just got this knife and I've thrown it probably 5 times. That being the 6th. And I'm telling you, this thing is it's a good thrower. Well balanced, good weight, deadly. Oh, if it came back down.
So Josh,
ready.
we got 1.2K watch. You want to explain what you're doing?
We're doing the Canapult trick shot. We're throwing knives, no spin. Right now I'm using a live edge knife with no scales. Put scales on that and you got yourself a knife by definition. Right now, this is the 2nd time we're doing it. Launching that can up there and just training from a weird position to throwing. You don't got much time. You just got to be able to react quick. Let's see how I can do this. That knife, I'm probably going to get this quicker. So the first time, it took me like 30 times. 30 throws. Let's see how long it will take me with this one. If you want to throw some guesses out, feel free. See how, this is how giveaways are given out on my channel. We do some guesses on some trick shots. Whoever's closest or gets it right on will win. So it's well practice if you want to try. So this is number 3. That is not even going towards the target for me, but that's okay. One good thing in these types of things, when you're doing this for training as well, it's not just for fun. This is developing good skills if you do it right. I'm not missing my knife, right? I'm getting it in there every time. And I'm throwing it fairly fast. That's good stuff. You want to stay positive, stay motivated. So being positive helps. It'd be cool if it landed back on this and then I could just hit it again. I mean, it's not too bad. The can has definitely been damaged. It's kind of wobbling. It's not sitting flat. Might have to switch that can up. go. You guys rock, stopping in, saying hi. Let me know where you're watching from. We just did 3 lives in a row, this being the 3rd one. 6 hours and 2 days on lives. We're doing giveaways. We did raffles. We're doing world's first trick shots. Never been seen before. We're doing things, just trying to bring it to you, revisiting all the tricks I've done and bring it to you real time. No gimmicks, no edits. Oh, I had to be low there. The can did not want to go up high.
So I'm just going to read off. We got some people from Germany,
Wow,
Kentucky, Plymouth, UK, Ohio, Utah, Texas, California, Atlanta.
A lot of Americans.
Yes.
Happy 4th of July. You know, it's not, but to those that I didn't get to say it to you, shout out to America, our neighbors.
Romania.
I'm representing LEDET, law enforcement unit that I worked with and deployed in March into the Caribbeans, fighting off drug people. So I work side by side with America, eating and sleeping together, working out together. I bonded with a lot of Americans there, built some good relationships. So yes, I'm Canadian, but our partnership throughout history has been pretty strong, pretty awesome. It's not exactly like the TV puts it or the politics want to give it to you. It's not that way. First miss, but again, I'm aiming low. We're doing this. I get pumped. I get talkative. I think that sometimes hurts me because I get talking and I don't get into my zone, but I don't care. It's just nothing fancy Canapult. I just found this stuff in my garage and made it work. So I have to reset it up every time, and it's working up a good sweat doing that. I can't believe the amount. That's awesome to see. It'd be cool if that translated into, you know, people that want to show back up again. That's incredible. You guys rock. All right, let me do this for you. Let me not disappoint. You know, that, you gotta be quick. So let's not shy away. Let's attempt to do it. Stop hesitating. I like talking to myself. You know, when I say it out loud rather than keep it in the head, it does more to how I react. It's just a little trick that I have with myself, whether I do these things alone or with you. I just talk myself into something. If I need to make a change and I say it out loud, I feel like I can do that change easier, more effectively. Live edge knife here. Missed once. Well, because it's a live edge, I missed, it dropped, and it stuck into my car mat here and stayed. So that could be considered a stick. Here we go, throwing no spin as well. I like those high ones. You know, your timing's all different. You're not getting the same flight time. The can go a little longer, a little shorter. It throws you off, which I like. I think throwing with your hand, you can be a lot more accurate. This just ups the challenge, and I like that. The difficulty level is definitely up. But that knife is super freaking nice to throw.
Ronnie's wife, Kim, hopped on.
How's it going, everybody? Kim?
Said she just subscribed.
Oh.
Ronnie's wife.
Hey, that's awesome. Ronnie is one of my giveaways winners. So something is in the mail on the way to you. And it's shipped from Canada or from America. So anybody getting my giveaways and you live in America, you're not gonna have to deal with import fees. Anyone else that has to deal with import fees, I'll reimburse you. You just send me a picture in my email with the receipt and I'll give you whatever that is. I definitely didn't want to throw my knife there because I was trying to aim at it like a meter away from the target.
RD just liked and subscribed. Thank you so much.
You got my smoking hot wife, the moderator, in behind. She's got a microphone on too, so she'll read out any questions. Stop me in my rhythm, and I'll help you out. She can answer some questions too. She's right beside me and everything, so she knows pretty much everything I know.
Hello from Tennessee.
Tennessee, the Tennessee Titans. Oh, that was it. Know what happened there? I hit the rock inside the can.
Josh, thank you for subscribing.
My name's Josh too. Yeah, that can got blown out of proportion, and it cut the can.
Bread wants to know, what is your favorite kind of bread? It's an important question.
My favorite type of
bread.
Right? Well, it's
from
sourdough.
bread.
Least
bread
amount
asked.
of ingredients. Or money. I like that type of bread. No, it's sourdough. I'm very strict on what I eat, and less ingredients is the best way to go. 3 ingredients in that bread. I pretty much won't eat anything else. Okay. I'm gonna learn to just hit this Canapult harder.
Hello from Russia. Hello from Sweden.
Wow, Sweden. That might be my first one from Sweden. Hi. That was in the right path.
Good day from Australia. Thanks for stopping in.
This
Be sure to
thing
double
here,
tap that screen. Show them some support.
Look how much of a penetration that was. You're always going to get a better penetration, deeper with a live edge knife.
Hello from Texas.
That was all in there. Texas. Sorry about what's going on there.
Yeah, man, it's brutal.
Be safe. I hope everyone's safe there, and then my condolences to anyone that has gone through the difficult times that you're probably going through there.
Nuked. This is not a full-time job. There we go.
Whoa. That was a bonus bullseye. I smashed that so much. The guard of the knife is like in. That was a sick one. So we're going to be doing this trick using a bunch of different knives. So I'm going to go on to the next knife, and we're going to then do it fast draw. I'm then going to do it backwards, turn around, and then hit it. That's the idea for how many ways and challenges I can put myself through doing this.
What's up from Israel?
Wow, shout out to anybody in Israel. You got my full support. God
Hello
bless you.
from Bangladesh. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Oh, that
Nigeria.
went right through the hardest part of the can. It's not. Like, it's in there.
Amen to that, Patricia Brown.
Yeah, that's our big thing on our channel. A lot of good stuff going on here.
So Nuked, Josh is a full-time active Canadian Armed Force member. And this is what he is doing on the side.
I'm a meteorologist for the Army. So yeah, this is now what I would consider not even a knife, but it's going to train you and help you develop the skills you need to throw an actual knife. So I can throw this, and I can throw this the exact same way. I'm going to be doing this with this knife as well, and fast drawing it with this knife as well. This is a Steel Eagle by Tops, my favorite knife company. My favorite knife throwing company is, of course, my sponsor, Nobody's Knife Works. You can see the description to his site and my discount code in the description. All right, let's do this. Let's grab another can.
Oh, CJ, I'm sorry, I missed your question there. He wanted to know, what kind of knife are you using?
So this is my third different knife for today. This is my third time doing this trick. So right now we're using the Ace Jet Stinger D2 steel. I've modified it slightly by giving it a new patina, cleaning it off. I also used my own custom kind of knife design, very similar to others, but all the finer details I put into this, and it's my own. Nobody's Knife Works. It's hard to see, but it's number 1. It's got it written right there, number 1. So this is going to be going out in production. We're going to be making more of these. We're going to be putting fullers down the spine. We're going to make these thick. This one's 7 millimeters. We're going to make them at 6. We're going to make them at 8 millimeters, and we're going to make them at 10. We're going to make this a little longer as well. This one's 9 inches. We're going to give it around 9.2, a little bit longer for, I think I can get better distance with a longer knife. And I'm not talking over 10 inches. I'm talking just a few inches more than 9 inches. And then we also did the trick with this knife. We just did it, live edge. This was $12 on Amazon. Steel from India. I took it because it was super cheap, wanted to test it. I cleaned it up with my own heavy duty sander, and this thing is a decent thrower. It's holding up, and it's actually pretty good for 12 bucks. 12 bucks. You find some cheap steel and you got a heavy duty sander or you got an angle grinder, you can then modify it to how you want it to be and clean it up. So it's kind of cool, and you're not spending too much money. 12 bucks isn't much at all.
Just hit 203 likes. You guys are fire.
Wow, here we go. So this is the third time I'm doing it. First time took me a little bit, like 30 tries. The second time took me maybe 10. So let's see if I can get this one even quicker. This is the knife design I've learned from. This is 8 millimeters thick. I trained with smaller, thinner ones at 6 millimeters thick. And then I just got better with heavier knives. I like a heavier knife.
Right nice. Away. Yes.
Boom. Again, I can throw that knife probably the easiest, and I just demonstrated that. You got to soak that in sometimes. The satisfaction to hitting a can, hitting a moving target is just, it doesn't get old. It really isn't something that gets old. I feel great every single time. It's like therapeutic. Oh, that was just right in there.
Ronnie, thanks for stopping in. Enjoy your dinner. Come back.
Have a good one. Ronnie, thank you for getting your wife to subscribe to the channel as well. You're an awesome one, man. You're going down. That was right in the center of the can. That was sick. First try is always a bonus. Yeah, it happens quite often.
Can you underhand throw?
Underhand no spin, yes. I don't train much different ways than no spin. So when I do underhand, I do it no spin as well. Let me just warm up. I don't do this much. I don't throw rotation much, half spin much, but I definitely can throw those ways as well. They're all on my channel. Give me a second to work that out.
When you did your can pin there, Rocky says hole in one.
There we go. It is one of the most challenging. Underhand no spin or ice pick grip no spin. I think those are the two hardest no spin styles. You want some good steel, so when you miss, no problems. I've done can pins, underhand no spin, but obviously I need to a lot of practice to get good at it. There we go. My target is also high. This is probably almost 7 feet high. I see a lot of people with targets right around here, center of mass. For underhand no spin, having a low target, you'll see those no spin underhand throwers out there, low targets. High target, you're going up. It's a lot harder to control that. That's a nice one. So you get in your rhythm, and I can almost do this with the Canapult. I just don't want to. I like getting better at it. I like modifying. I like just getting better at the way I like to throw. So I'll do most of my trick shots that way. You'll see that I've done other trick shots. Underhand can pin from 7 meters. That was a half spin. So I've done some different things, but I really stay focused on how I throw so I can just not limit myself. Be really ready for competition, ready for anything. All right, so now we're gonna get into this knife. So this is the 4th time. We just have a couple warm-ups. Definitely different throwing this. I've thrown this knife from 8, 9 meters. And once I work with this knife, this was my first tops knife. It's super. I love the handle shape for throwing, no spin. It's nice and squared off and flat. It's got a good Markida, much better for sweaty hands than G10 in my opinion, or any other type of handle. And it's got a little curve here that works really well for the way I throw. Nothing here in the guard area and the crimping gets in the way. I can jam that right back into my hand the way I like. And then I kind of alter my finger's never flat. I always kind of have it arched up, and that's how I throw. This thing takes a beating. Tops won't recommend you throw their knives, but their steel is in amazing quality and has put up with so much. This thing has done more than all my Tops knives. Once I get warmed up with this thing, I'll throw it just like any other knife I have.
That flag, it actually is, I ordered it from the UK. It's a Least We Forget flag of the Air Force. Remembrance
Day for Canada, but the poppy, you know, it goes down, I think, for a lot of other countries using that flower, Flanders Fields, you know, where the poppies grow, row by row, that poem. You know, it is representing past, present, and future military members and their families, the sacrifices that they made. It's just, you know, because I got a little bit, 20 years in the military. I'm just offering another area where people can go and feel accepted, feel like they're welcome. And with others that are the same, they've been through some stuff. It's just a safe spot for people to be and get respected and appreciated.
So the N on the backboard stands for Nobody's Knife Works. That is Josh's sponsor. You can check him out on Etsy. He is an amazing knife creator. Nobody's Knife Works.
Links are all in the description. Click on the link and you'll see what's going on there. It came back. I don't want it coming back. So I am playing with, even when the rocks move in the can at a different position, it's weighted differently. So if the rocks are too forward, the can's gonna wanna be influenced to move forward, right? So the little things like that don't allow you to have a consistent target and you got a better chance to hit it. It's kind of all over the place.
Nuke says he wants to see that shock ram.
Is this a different one?
I don't know. Nuke, were you here for when he did the shock ram?
I'll do a cool trick shot with the shock ram. With the shock ram, I usually throw it into the target like a basketball rim, and then I'll throw a can into it like a basketball into the hoop, and then I'll pin it with a knife. That's a really cool trick shot combination. So we're gonna revisit all the trick shots live, and you know, one by one. There's
he didn't
hundreds.
See it last time. That's why he's asking.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely we'll be bringing it back out. Again, that came forward.
Someone says you should get a trampoline.
I do. I have a trampoline, mini one, and I've done a trick shot, jumping on it, throwing the can, and pinning it. You got to be a child at heart. You know, I don't think you should grow out of certain things. I think you should have fun in life. Stuff like that, I'll do. It's fun, and I mean, you're testing your skill while you're throwing. You're jumping. While you're jumping, you're throwing no spin. You know, that's challenging. It's not easy to do.
I'm just going to call you Steve, but he says, I chop wood, throw knives and axes, but he likes axes.
Yeah, axes is a definite primitive. It's way more deadly to be thrown. I'm just into knives. I like throwing knives. They're more easily concealed. I can walk around my grocery store with 4 knives on me and I'm not drawing attention. Nobody knows. I can't walk through Walmart with an axe. maybe there's foldable axes that are coming out, foldable hatchets with a sheath. They're really cool looking and but you have to take them out, unfold it. I want to be able to, if I have to, pull my knife out within a second, throw it, or have it in my hand for hand-to-hand combat.
Thank you, Jesse. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Ooh.
That was close.
Fred in the bro says, I love throwing knives.
Yeah, get into throwing a weapon, you're going to want to try and throw other weapons. So I've thrown shock rams, ninja stars, throwing cards, axes, spears, knives, like you name it, almost every throwing weapon, swords, screwdrivers, nails, chopsticks. There's so much I can't even remember. Pencils. Oh, that's a good one. It just hits and then goes off.
Someone said especially in Walmart.
Oh yeah, you carry around your sword and your axe. You know, you have all these sheaths. People have these like rigs that their knives are like on their sides, dangling around. You just walk into Walmart like ready to go. I'm a ninja. 2025 ninja. Year 2025. No, ninjutsu is still a thing. So people got to be a little bit wiser in how they're actually training.
Fred in the bros, yes, he has. He's an active Canadian Armed Force member, and we have all gone to the range as a family before for some good old shooting.
Yeah, I had a friend at church invite my family out to the range, and we got to shoot everything. So I was really happy to get my girls out there and have them shoot and not be afraid of weapons, but know how to use one in case of an emergency.
Do we live off grid? No, we don't, but man, would we love to.
Yeah, my last house was 2 acres of land, really out there. Backyard was forest, trails, awesome. I would love to live off grid. I think that's the plan, to retire on the lake with the wife, with the cabin, wood burning stove, no electronics, maybe a couple solar panels. See, that was probably the best opportunity I had. Everything is different. I'd be able to spray paint it if it was like the perfect one, and then I'd be able to position it back into closer to where it was so I can get some more consistent kicks.
Nuked Outdoors, thanks for stopping in.
Here we go. I feel like a little bit more off to the side like that. Oh yeah, that felt good.
Steve says that sounds like his dad's way of retiring.
Fishing, hunting, living off the land.
Knife throwing.
Of course, knife throwing. I would love to hunt my meal throwing a knife. I would love to do that. Probably will one day. That was somewhat good. I don't like aiming for the sides of my target. I generally, you're inches away from a really bad ricochet.
What's your favorite trick shot to do?
Oh, my 25-pound plate. And I plan on doing this trick shot this week live. I throw a 25-pound plate, like one of those weights in the gym, a metal one, steel. I throw the plate and I catch the plate in the center where you would rack it on a bar. And I catch it with my knife in the target. That's one of those heavy duty power moves. I love doing that trick shot. But generally, basically, the can pen. Anything with a can, I freaking love. The sound of that can when I hit it, it's just therapeutic. It doesn't get old. I love it every time. There's a level of satisfaction. I think us humans have it in us, in our genetics, because we've thrown for thousands of years. Probably the first thing we did as a weapon, you know, taking it and then throwing it. So I think it's engraved in us to like get a satisfaction from throwing and hitting something, and it feels good.
Jesse, if you want to see that trick shot, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you're able to see when he goes live.
Oh yeah, we're revisiting. My channel's got hundreds, 500-600 videos, and a lot of them are different trick shots that you've never seen before. The plan's to revisit them all live to show people the reality to it, and that it's no gimmicks. You know, this is using a knife, trick shots using a knife, and what it looks like. That had some hang time. I'm trying to get the most out of my cans. So I'm reusing them. Here we go. Twirls for the girls. It doesn't give you many opportunities to actually hit it. You know, so when you do got your opportunity and you make it work, right? That's freaking satisfying. Hang time. We will do some other lives, especially when I do my Fruit Ninja video. And I have a camera set up right here on the live as well as there. So you can get the close-up view and the whole picture view.
Josh, didn't you start at the Royal Hamilton Light Infantry?
Yeah, the RHLI.
Yes, that's what Steve just asked. He did cadets there when he was really young.
2004, I joined Infantier at the reserve unit in Hamilton downtown.
Jax,
Gave up
yes,
my
he did.
summer in high
fourth
school
one.
and went to become badass. Oh, that was good. I don't know. I hesitated on the height. Ooh.
We're roughly around 7 p.m. in our time zone right now.
Man, it's hard to get this tan where I want it. Being able to do this with a bunch of different knives too is pretty cool. Obviously, we're using what would be considered to others, it's probably one of the harder knives to throw no spin. How many people throw their knives like this, that throw them even, let alone no spin, right? If you understand, you get it. I felt like that was clean.
We're in Canada.
Canada, eh?
Josh has been throwing knives for about 6 years now.
6 years. 5 years, 11 months, all no spin throwing. 1 month of playing around in other areas. I have an unofficial world record throwing no spin up to 27 meters. Beating some no spin world champions out there, beating them at their own game. No reloading. At one point in time, I was the fastest in the world with 6 knives in a competition, not like in your backyard timing yourself saying you are, like legit sending videos in, having them time you, and 6 knives under a second, and then 6 knives consecutively 272 times without dropping them. Weak sauce. I don't know if you guys can see my dog, my little boy here. How you doing, buddy? So you can see how difficult something like this would be for the average Joe, because again, I don't got many opportunities. I can't stress that enough, where the can is not going where you want it to go. So out of 50 tries, you might be getting 5 attempts, legit attempts, where you should be hitting it. So you know you're out of your rhythm for 20 throws in a row, and then you got 1 shot. You got to make it count. 1 shot, 1 opportunity. Like that. That was an opportunity. That was an opportunity. That was a fail. You want to try? You want to throw? No idea. He trusts me though. Usually don't waste a throw. It kind of gets to me sometimes because I hesitate, but it works out more than not, where You got to pick your opportunity. And pretty much Canapult this back to me, catch it, throw the can, then pin it. Combo 1-2.
Martin is in the chat. Welcome back, Martin. Thank you always for your support.
Yeah, it's always good to see you here, Martin. You know, I would at one point love to be able to cut my own logs. Okay, I would shape them like squares and I'd cover a bigger surface. And that would, wow, the opportunities then would be a much bigger number.
The N on the backboard is from it's for his sponsor, Nobody Knife Works. The link is in the description there.
Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, I'm gonna try that. That's it. That's it. I figured it out. Okay, the more, like I thought I was opposite. I was going a little further down. That was bringing it towards me. So going up pushes it this way towards the target.
Bunch of celebrations in the chat here.
So that was deadly. Right through the front. All right, and we're only gonna get harder and harder now. So watch my next one. Oh, I love a knife with the sawback teeth. I mean, you're gonna go in and out of whatever you're going in and out of. Deadly each way.
Yep, Silas is in the live stream. He's just hanging out with the coolest weatherman.
So if I revisited this and we rewinded and I did this all over again, I guarantee you each one would be quicker just because of the position I would put the can in. All those times it went this way, I wouldn't. It'd be all going this way. And I think I got it. I got it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna hit this backwards. I'm gonna turn around and snipe it.
No, Justin, I'm not doing no throwing tonight.
She's been doing a lot of throwing. We're in the trick zone, and I still plan on taking my kids to the beach tonight and watching the sunset as we walk down the beach. Very romantic with my 3 girls, my 2 daughters, and my smoking hot wife. They run on the water and they play, and me and her walk, and we get going. And we come back home and we wrestle. All right, here we go. We're just getting right into different trick shots. We're gonna do this one, boom, turn around. So this is tough because I'm kicking it differently. Everything is just different, right? But here we go. Almost like this, or like this, yeah, this. The complete 180. So, yeah, it's now gonna go towards the target and it's gonna go behind it. So we're gonna play around with centimeters here. Centimeters matter where you're putting that can.
Justin says a walk on the beach is romantic.
That was the biggest.
Yep, that's done.
I don't know what happened there, but I crushed it. That was almost right away. Obviously, the tip of the knife had some work in that can. You had some involvement in there, didn't you? But you talk to your knives too? I do. I don't like how high it is, but you're with from behind, I'm pushing it harder.
Well, thank you for tuning in, and be sure to like and subscribe.
Appreciate everyone hanging out, even if it's for a minute or two, saying hi in the chat, all that good stuff. You guys rock. What are the likes at?
We are at 300.
That's a record.
We're on fire tonight.
Wow, that's a record.
Thank you, guys.
That goes a long ways. No cliche here, not trying to be cheesy. I mean, how many YouTubers say it, but freaking heck. It's not even for that, but when I see it, I can't help but say thanks, right?
David says, come on, brother. Let's get it. I want to see this.
Let's talk. More actions. See, these are capsies, but the can's giving me some opportunity here. That late adjustment.
Brian says you rock. He wanted to make sure I told you.
You all rock. Goats. I mean, one of the best, if not the best, community on my channel of people. Some of the positivity and the things the chat has done for one another is awesome. Yeah, it's definitely harder to control the power of a step.
Justin says he'd be talking to the knives after drinking all them Smirnoffs.
Yeah. Come on, help me out here. Do what I want you to do, okay? You know this is me and you together. Bug coming at me. They love my Italian oils. That's one of those opportunities you got to take advantage of. But I'm feeling it. I am going to have many more opportunities because of that position. And I'm telling you, I'll be doing this quite a bit. Here we go. It's like a centimeter down. And that changes the flight path. There we go. What's going wrong here? Holes in the can, change that thing up. So much affects how that can's gonna travel. Maybe I just gotta get a new can for this one. Yeah. Give me a second here, freshen this can up. And I'm a sweater too. You probably saw the hat I'm wearing get darker and darker and darker. So it absorbs the sweat. Anyone out there that feels me, you sweat more than the average person, sucks. Anybody that's Navy and has to land gash, all that hot garbage and you're hot and sweaty, it's a great combination of grossness. All right, here we go. New can, new man, new plan. Wanting to go over here, obviously the last couple, so I'm slightly changing it up. I always tell people don't try the same thing expecting different results. Switch it up. Oh, yeah. All right, better.
Steve, I ordered that flag on eBay. It came from the UK.
Beautiful flag. Gosh,
All
darn
I
it,
did was
thought I had it
type
figured
in,
out. And now the can's doing all this silly stuff.
Air Force poppy flag, and it came up.
That could be even where my foot is hitting. All that, because if I'm hitting on the side here, it's turning it. Oh, that's it. That's it. I figured it out there. Okay. I got to be flat. At least you can figure it out, not try something that's not working. Here we go. There we go. It went to the other side. Why? Because I was more on this side hitting it. I was going to put the can at the top. All right, here we go.
Yes, it was the Help for Heroes. You're right.
All that is better. In my mind, all that is better. This one is a challenge.
sorry that you're not feeling good. Hopefully you'll feel better, and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you everybody for hanging out with me. I'm glad I got this done a couple times already. This is my 5th time doing it, and we're doing a 180 here. Not easy. I'm going way up higher here. Now my hat is, from the visor, is dripping. I thought about screwing this stuff together somehow.
Where was that shirt from again? That was from the
This one?
Yep.
This is LEADET, Law Enforcement Attachment Unit in the States. I worked with them. And they sold me a shirt. They gave me a couple patches, a couple coins. I bought this shirt off them. We worked together, slept and ate together, worked out together. Here we go. Okay, what is going on?
Yes, he's doing a Canapult 180 can pin.
Canapult.
Canapult.
Playing with words. I changed one letter. Made it the Canapult. Oh,
Ooh.
one opportunity out of how many? And I was like, right there. I wasn't next door. I walked into the door. I was in your house there.
That was close.
That makes it even much more better when you get it. You got 1 or 2 tries. Really, it's like doing almost the first try. I caught it. Trick shot within a trick shot.
What kind of knife are you using?
Ace Jet Stinger. So I use 4 different knives, but because this is a little more tricky. Doing the 180, I'm using the Ace Jet Stinger. But it doesn't matter what knife I use. It really doesn't. I demonstrated that today with totally different knives. All thrown, no spin.
Hello, Amarian.
Yeah,
Thanks
I feel
for
like I
tuning
know what I'm
in.
doing there too. That will help. We're in a rhythm now. Because I need to hit just the tip. I'm going back too hard, and that's what's giving too much power. See how it's going lower?
Are the cold steel throwing knives any good?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Cold Steel is an excellent knife company. The Sureflight, the ProFlight, the Torpedo, they have a lot of good throwers. I wouldn't go with, I think it's the Jack Dagger, the Fontaine. It's like shaped like a boomerang. A horrible design for ricochets. But they got some good basic throwers that you can learn rotational throwing with very easily, very well. They don't really got any no spin throwers. I think they got one called the Hornet, and it's a shorter one, but it's super thick. Not like thick wise, thick the other way, you know, with the handle. I'm dripping here. Let's do this. See what I mean? The more I step on it, because I can't see it and be precise with my toes.
I know you're in the group, but someone wants to know what's on the hip.
What's what?
What's on your hip?
That's my one of my favorite knives, the Steel Eagle. Don't worry, this gives me a little break. Whenever I get back to it, I can do better. So I just pinned it last with this. I love the way it's shaped. It's for no spin throwing. Like, this thing's an actually well-designed knife for throwing no spin. But it can also do everything else and more. The sawback teeth, it's a really good knife. Really good knife. You know, tops won't recommend you throwing their knives, but I'm telling you, if you know how, it's a good steel. It holds up to a beating. Very good knives. I love the Mercada handles. I love their sheaths. The Kydex, the spring steel rotating clip. That allows me to wear it where I like to wear it the most, right here. And I rotate it like 45 degrees. this is how I would draw and throw. So it's in a super comfortable spot to do that, very accessible. So everything about Tops is just my favorite. I think I own about 7 Tops knives. My favorite being the Sky Marshall.
Our boy Danger Dylan's in the chat.
Yo, what's up, Danger? Yo, my man, that's the main man right there.
He said, "What's up? I had the same idea, but I would do it completely opposite way. A turn and burn situation."
Yeah, I'm pretty much doing the turn and burn right now. This is the 5th time I'm doing it. So I've done it a few times, but we're definitely getting it going right now. All different knives. I use 4 different knives, all no spin. We're gonna do a fast draw next, if I can do it this way. This way is tough. Good to see you in the chat, man. I know you've been trying, showing your support, and I appreciate that immensely. Coming from you, the OG, the GOAT, and knife throwing, and especially trick shots. I'm right underneath you. I don't think anyone has. I mean, there's Lee Molson, but I understand what people have done. I think we've done the most collectively, the most, and we just keep pushing it. We just keep putting more new things out there. It doesn't stop. So that was my second best opportunity. I don't get many opportunities where I can even hit the can. That was a good one. I'm not looking at my feet. I'm kind of just going based on feel.
Brandon says, "Thanks, dude. Appreciate you." Not many would say that nowadays.
Yeah, I try to be as real and as honest and as true as possible. I think that's going to go a long ways with people. I'm just staying true to your character. That's why I'm revisiting every trick shot I've done on my channel live. Like this week, I'm even throwing the 25-pound plate. I'm doing that live. I'm doing everything to show people the reality to the things that they see edited in videos. No lies. This is the amount of attempts it takes. This is what it looks like. The pain, the grind, the sweat, the blood. Maybe a tear or two. So when I get talking to my knives, I get all emotional and I start talking to them, right? Sometimes that can get me going. Oh, I was going for the taxi there.
He said, "Just be yourself with a rock on sign."
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, he said the plate was insane.
Yeah, I like doing that. I've done it now like 4 or 5 times. I hit it once and the tip of my knife broke off and went right into my eye, right into the eyelid. Like it could go anywhere. It went right into my eyelid and it got stuck. It was bleeding. So I wear safety glasses now every time I do it. I ain't playing with that. That's like you're gonna be an idiot if you don't wear safety glasses and do this. I've snapped Ace Jet stingers in half, hitting the 25-pound plate. Yeah, that Swagger Dagger by Nobody's Knife Works. I pinned the 25-pound plate with that. So it's crazy the different knives I've used to do that trick, because you need some serious power and accuracy, and you're throwing steel at steel. Oh boy. Since Brandon came in the chat, I've been getting some good opportunities. Yeah, and now we have some damage. We have a flesh wound. So
Brandon
this isn't going to
said-
sit on the target now because the bottom was hit.
Brandon said, "Good idea. Luckily for me, I have 4 eyes."
Same here, man. I just know I wear contacts a lot. I had glasses and one of the worst eyesight since grade 2. So ever since I got in contacts, I've enjoyed. I really want laser eye surgery, but yeah, I know what you mean, man. Glasses, we got them. Sometimes it comes at me. And that's not the reaction I want when I turn around. All right, we're gonna have to do a taxi. I think that's the only way I'm gonna have to get this here, taxiing it. I can't wait for those good, perfect placements of the can. I can't. Too much. It's very like, there's just a little area to remove to get the can. in a decent position to hit it. There's not much wiggle room that I got. My foot's got to hit this perfectly. The can's got to be on the end perfectly. It's got to be not angled, the board. I can't hit on either side. I got to hit right in the middle. Gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun with it when you're doing crazy things like this. And I'm sweating now. Sweating now. Here we go. We got this right here. Okay, what am I doing here again? Once you damage your can, it just changes the flight path of it. The way it's gonna fly off this board, it just changes it all up. So I gotta play with it. Can't have the same position every time. That's better. That's better. That's not better. Let's try it up higher. Oh. That's hitting the can. More damage. Let's flip it upside down. There, now we're flat. I am dripping constantly down the visor here. Neighbors are out. Got some people watching online, people watching in person. Here we go. That was good. So the difference is putting the can off to the right, upside down. Just that foot. I hit it too hard sometimes. I gotta nick it. I feel if I nick it with my back heel, that's the best. All right, well that's a nick, but that's not the nick I'm looking for. One thing about me, I don't give up. I'll get it. I'll get her. I'll get her. All right, let's try. Let's try this. If I only knew. Oh, porco di graziato. Missed. It's actually bothering me because I can't get it to the target. I can't rely on 2 opportunities out of 50. That is not cool. I wish I just knew the solution. I thought I did, and it just changes every single time.
Someone says kick down slower with the same force. It should help you stop getting the can coming at you.
Okay, it is tough walking backwards. It's like taking a step backwards. We just, as humans, aren't natural at doing that. So my control of my muscle-mind connection there is not working. It's not there. I'll work on that. A little slower down. Okay, I think I know what you're saying too. That is going to help. Yep. For me, what's difficult about going with my foot slow is I can't turn around quick. Here I can quickly go down and up and turn. That slow push slows me down. Done this before, so I know I can do it. Yeah, I got that in my ear. You guys can't hear that probably. We got this. board different there. Yeah, see, it's tough to control that push down force. You know, your feet going, it's just a lot easier from the front than the back. You know how close I was to getting this? That's what makes it even harder to handle. I hit it like that close. Next opportunity I got, I gotta make it work. I know this could be boring, but this is the grind. This is what the grind for trick shots in any field looks like. Whether you're dude perfect or you're dude imperfect. Sigh. They don't really want you staring at them. Maybe they do. Yeah, man, it's a tough transition for me to push slow down. It's just tough. Wasn't high enough, and I'm like, freaking heck.
Oh, I know, Brandon. Trolls will be trolls, though.
You know, the way I look at trolls is the negative things they say to it, they don't do this. So if they put you at a low level, they think you suck. Imagine how sucky they are, because they'll never do this. They can't even throw a knife, probably. So imagine how, if they're gonna say something negative to me, what's that say about them? Because they know in their mind, they ain't doing it. They're not doing that. They're not even gonna try that. So if I'm here, they're way down here, and I don't even have to say anything. They're saying it to themselves.
Clay said that they would try for 2 minutes and give up.
Most people, yep. Most people too, like if they did try, you're right, they'd give up quickly, but most people won't even give it a try. There's people who do, and there's people who don't. Now the can is gonna do something different. It's got holes in it, dents in it. I don't have a brand new can ready. I'll get one. If I got one opportunity, I'm getting it. I just need that one. I just need that one right now. I know it. You got me? You hearing what I'm saying here? It's up to you.
We have a gentleman named Cody here. He's from the U.S. Navy and was working with the CAF.
Wow.
For a little while. So he says it's nice to see a CAF on here.
Do you know what unit you were working with? Or regiment or?
Letterim? I don't know if I'm saying that right. CAF at Letterman? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not.
I don't know Lettrim. I don't know Lettrim. If that's a base, that's not a base that I'm familiar with in Canada. Maybe that's a base in the States. That's cool though, man. We do work a lot together. That's what this t-shirt comes from. A law enforcement attachment unit in the States, the Coast Guards. I work with them this year. 3 months, eating, sleeping, working out.
In Ontario.
Lettrim. I have no idea what Lettrim is.
CFS Lettrim in Ontario.
I'm gonna have to look that up. CFS Trenton, Petawawa, a lot of bases I know there. Maybe it's a reserve base. I'd have to check that one out there. Unfamiliar with that one. That's a little bit of frustration. I also have kids that want
Yes, Cody,
to
thank you for your service as well.
And that doesn't allow your mind to focus as best you want it to. That's life. That's life. It's the elements. The last house I had, like 2 acres of land, quiet, just me and myself and my thoughts. I'm changing it up. I'm trying the same thing-ish. I'm just changing it up here. Let's try that. further back here. Nope, that didn't seem to do it.
Wow, we're at 393 likes, almost at
Whoa.
400. You guys are
400
awesome.
likes. If we can hit 400 likes, that is it. That's a record, beyond a record right now. 100 over, 150 over. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. It goes a long ways. You know how the algorithm works. It either works for you or against you. Having those likes helps it work for you. Okay, so if it keeps coming to me, let me just throw it right on the end here. It's a hit and miss with that. Oh. The way I'm hitting it, I think that's going to work best. Right
Just hit
at the
403.
end. What's that?
Just hit 403.
403. That's incredible. I used to have, like, on my best video, 403 views. Now I'm getting that in likes. I can't appreciate that more. It's not trying to be cliche or anything. That's just, I can't help but appreciate that. You guys rock. It is just a button. What some of my videos do, just hit it. Just hit that button. I think that's a little bit better. I just need something that's more consistent. It's going to give me a little more of an opportunity. Even one. I feel like I'm not even getting one opportunity here. Bullet. That's a bullet. Hey, Sai, how you doing, bud? Yep, missed. So I was out the other day. I was trying to catch fog. Missed. Well, that's another dad joke for you. And another flesh wound. Let me just put this off to the side there. I was trying to taxi it there. Another attempt to taxi it. If I can taxi it that far, it's almost a meter. Now it's a 1/4 of an inch off. I didn't have much room, but that felt good. Oh, that's in there. All right, this can's getting destroyed. There's 3 flesh wounds on it. 1/4 of an inch off the target. Here we go. Okay. See what I mean? Only crazy people try the same thing, expecting different results. Gotta change it up.
Get out of here.
If I made this change sooner, it's also the way I'm hitting. It's pretty much the majority of the time the force I put trying to counter it. Back is feeling it now.
Brandon's like, no one's opinion matters unless you throw knives.
Yeah. If you throw a knife no spin, then you're gonna give me an opinion. You don't, it means nothing.
Rick's probably gonna get timed out here soon.
Anybody want to do this trick shot live and challenge me? No problem. Let's go. Oh, I was on the end. I feel the changes I've made, though, are going to give me this. Where it would be a fail, now I'm going to get it. I just got to be faster. I got to get gooder. Gooder. There was some serious hang time there.
Aaron Strawn just donated $1.
$1?
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks,
thank
Aaron.
you very much. That is going to go a long ways. No, man. No matter what. I mean, I appreciate it. I will never ask. So thank you.
Cody says you guys seem to be a loving couple. Handle trolls like I would expect nice Canadians to.
You want a beer? Whoever just donated,
Aaron Strong.
we're gonna write your name on my board in the garage. Okay, so we're gonna have to remember that. Screen
I got
caption
it.
that name right now.
Yep.
So that I can remember anybody to give to me. You know, I'm gonna try to give something back, even if it's writing your name in my cave, in my range, and to take that with me wherever I go. And I'll never forget the people that showed me support. Oh. All right, so I'm hitting the target. It just bounced on it, so I gotta push this down a bit. Oh. All right, a little bit more.
Full Tane Clan, Brandon Danger Dillon just donated $1.99.
Oh man, you know, Brandon, you know how many times I tried to donate to you? And for some reason I thought there was something wrong with me in my account, but it wasn't allowing it to go through. Honestly, you must have accidentally hit me blocked or put me in timeout. And then under Google, you got to get me on unblocked. Thank you for that. But I tried probably a dozen times.
Your name will go up on the board too.
He's going on the board too. I already have your sticker, Full Tank Clan. It's actually stuck to my hater board. Not saying you're the hater, but it's blinging it out. I want to put your sticker on my car too. My car's really nice and sharp. That won't do any damage to it though. Oh, those are the ones. Those are the ones. Oh, that hurts.
Lex just donated $1.99.
Wow, we were on a roll. So we got 3 people. My wife's taking a screenshot of the names right now of the donos, and I write you down on my wall. And if it gets too out of control, I'm going to transfer the names onto a Bristol board. And we're just going to take those people along with me for the years that this goes on. And I'll never forget those people, because your names are going to be written down. That's awesome. You guys rock. We got the gravy train going right now. I'm sweating for you guys here. I am the visor. I could fill up a glass of salty goodness. Oh.
Cheers to that, Martin.
I could probably do this another day with new cans, much quicker. That's the thing about trick shots. Do the same one tomorrow within a 10, you know, just the way it goes sometimes. I definitely got to hit this board light. That's the best opportunity I have. Babe, you would do me a solid to want and get me a couple new cans.
I can do that for you. I'll be right back. Guys are probably going to hear me digging through some cans.
Come on. Yeah, you know, maybe I'll make something a little bit sturdier. So I'm not wasting so much time rebuilding.
All right, got some fresh cans coming.
It's still a good taxi ride. Just it's in the center. So it's like doable in my head.
Just right here, okay?
Yeah, let me just, if there's some rocks in those cans that are destroyed, if you can.
I can do that for you.
Thank you, honey. What a smoking hot wife, Jen.
Excuse me, sorry.
That was it. That was a fail. That was the one. No problem throwing my knife. When you want to get into trick shots is when you won't miss your knife at a certain, if we're at 10 feet, that's the distance to throw your knife at for trick shots. And anything closer is no reloading, but it obviously just gets harder as you move back. 10 feet, you don't miss. you're ready for trick shots. That's what I would say. Yes, you're gonna miss once in a while. We're not perfect, we're always gonna miss. But you're consistent, you're 99% there. Smash that can out of the air.
I put the rocks right here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on. We still have to do a fast draw. Oh, oh, oh.
Nice.
You know how quick that was? I don't even think it had a chance to go down. I saw it at the bottom and just had to go for it.
Crushed it.
No opportunities on that. Maybe 4. I hit that super hard too in the bottom. So it bent it and went through the bottom. Yeah, 441 likes.
I missed a few comments, but Danger said one of my friends / fans call me Sweat Danger Juice.
Oh, buddy, I would have to throw with you and compete. We would collect our sweat and at the end of the throwing session, see who has more. I think I'd get like 2 liters. And am I exaggerating? Maybe a little bit. Maybe, okay, a liter and a half. A liter of cola. And I sweat out of the head. So I don't, maybe a little bit here and in the back, but it's just right out my head. My forehead just protrudes. All right, so different can, different weight.
He says, ew, gross.
We could sell that on eBay. All right, so we're gonna do a fast draw one. We're gonna use my Steel Eagle, my Tops Steel Eagle. So we're gonna do a fast draw Canapult using this knife here. I've learned to throw. It was my first knife, real knife that I learned to throw. I like it. I've explained this before, but it's not a rounded off handle. It's got a little bit of a curve here, which is super nice for throwing no spin. It's flat. It's got a thicker spot here, so you get a good grip, but it's flat, and so you get a good pinch and wrap. This guard here and the crimping doesn't get in the way. I can jam that into my hand nice and firm, the way I like to hold it. So it's an awesome thrower. I threw this no spin like a bullet up to 9-10 meters. So this thing was really, really cool. Tops doesn't recommend one throw their knives, but once you're good enough, you can throw anything because you're not going to miss, right? As much. This thing can take a beating though. All right, here we go. So it's weird. So I only hit with my right foot. Now to do a fast draw, I'm going to hit it with my left foot. So things are going to switch up here to give me an easier deployment of my knife. So here we go. I'm going to hold it. My hand's going to be touching. I'm not going to have it like this, hit it and then grab it. I got to be quick. So, and because the handle, like this isn't a rig meant for fast draw. This is the way an EDC looks. And this is how a fast draw would look in the real world, not in competition or trick shots. Well, yes, but not anyone else. I think Brandon knows what I mean. I don't have any rigs that are meant to be a fast draw. This isn't meant to be fast draw. This is meant to be held, concealed. All right, I will get it a little bit easier.
Patrick wants to know, do the rocks mess up your tip or blade?
Well, the steel that Tops has and knife throw, like the steel is really strong. So it can, but a rock isn't strong enough. Like you'll even see it spark and smoke, kind of like dust. So it gives it a cool effect, but the steel that I have, 5160 spring steel is a lot of the knives that I use. And the knife makers, the custom knife makers, they know how to harden and temper their steel. So they got it down to T. And I like putting wood chips in mine personally, because it will stop it from penetrating, but it really won't do much damage to your steel. People put in weighted steel, that can do more damage, obviously hitting steel on steel, but rock's not too much. But outside with the wind and everything, I have to use a heavier object, so I have to use a rock, but it doesn't, nope, doesn't. Now there might be some soft, like what is it called? Stainless steel, stuff like that, be weak and soft. But that's just the type of steel, right? Softer steel is probably meant for camping, so you can clean your edges up a lot easier. That type of steel isn't meant to be thrown, so it's obviously going to hurt it more.
Josh, Brandon says it's raining, so good luck with the fast draw. Let's go live stream soon.
Absolutely. I honestly thought it was starting to rain here too. Yeah, man, we have to do what we did before, and just plan to do that. That'd be awesome, and I think our viewers would like that too. I think we're the two right now biggest live knife throwers on YouTube, so I think having us doing some collaborations together would be like on my channel, then one on your channel. Would be super cool. Oh, I don't know why I did that for so long. Here we go.
What is it?
Nothing. I'm on my.
So even with this, you're doing a trick, but every time you got a chance, and you're training your fast draw. Oh, I hesitated because I was too fast with the draw and the knife. The can was still coming down. Again, a nice miss. Nothing wrong with that. Here we go. This is be the last one. Fast draw Canapult. No spin. Steel Eagle from Tops. Here we go.
What kind of mic are you using?
I just got it. Oh, my wife will read it. It has the H. Hollyland. It's a good one.
Holyland.
Holyland? Something like that.
Holly. Double L.
Yeah, I'll get it for you. I'll even throw that stuff of the things I'm using in my description. I'll add that into my description.
Yeah.
I just got this yesterday. It's a super good one. Long battery life. It's a double, so my wife's got one, I got one. And it magnets, so it doesn't have to be clipped. It comes with a bunch of options of how to attach it to yourself. So I love how it can magnet. It doesn't get in the way of throwing. All right, here we go. Let's get this. Let's get this nice. Let's end this off with a nice one. So what I was doing for the last one, I have to switch it all up for this one. I don't want it going up high. I want to make this like a fast draw, not like I would draw, pause. Okay, I think because I'm hitting the corner of it. I gotta hit it. If I hit on the corner, it turns the board and throws it off to the left. Yeah. Okay. Working out the tweaks here to get this done.
Hook, he's on like his 5th trick shot. It's not the same one.
This is the 6th.
6th trick shot. It's not the
Fast
same
draw.
one.
And I'm throwing a knife that has never been thrown by anyone else but me. If I'm wrong, let me know. This is a Steel Eagle by Tops. I'm doing this pretty much the hardest way you could possibly do it.
Nuke, he's been throwing for about 6 years now. Ooh.
Okay, that's what I like. That was money making right there. That was money making right there. I don't want this off to the side. I do this. There we go. That might help. That did help. That did help. can throw that knife like crazy. Nothing's the same. This moves, that moves, everything moves. It's hard, it's hard. From a fast draw, look at the penetration. Give me a second here to show you this. That's how much penetrated my thumb is. Like that, the teeth, oh boy, that's bad. That was too high. I'm too fast. I gotta catch it on the way up. That's what I gotta do. I gotta catch it on the way up. Here we go. I almost don't want to get it because then all this fun comes to an end. I'm having a great live today. A lot of good support. Seeing cool trainer Ryan showing up. Seeing Brandon showing up. That's stuff like that. Ronnie, his wife, Martin. A lot of good people showing up today. Nope. Why? Taxi. It was coming towards me.
Nuked Outdoors, amen to that.
Nuke Outdoors is here. That's awesome too.
He's still waiting for that shock ram.
You got it that one day. I'm still healing my cut up.
He missed it.
Oh no. I bled for you that day. See how I had to wait there? It stuttered. And then I hit the can. Too high. I don't like it. I don't want it to go too high. Better. Let's see. Here we go, guys. Within 5. Oh, forgot my knife. That's 1. Oh, that's a bad miss, guys. That's honesty right there. That's a bad miss.
When was the shock ram? How many days ago was that?
That was Friday.
Friday. So you have to go back to Fridays to rewatch it.
That's the thumbnail of my wife and I in it. Yeah, I show you the blood. I show you what happened. I spun it on my finger. Oh, that was good. Same thing as last time. Hit the target. It hits it and then goes down. That's okay. That's okay. Let's work this out. Let's work it.
All right, Nuked, we'll see you in a bit. Yes, this is definitely a sign to subscribe to the channel.
No, I don't.
Thank you for the sub.
Just because. Let's see what happens. If it's over there, coming over here, over here. Let's see. No. It's a little bit of a hill. It's not flat here, so I'm unable to get it flat. A little bit better. I even hesitated my knife throw, so that sucked. So I'm at a point now too where I'm just wanting to get this done for you guys, but I always have to readjust everything in my shirt, get it out of the way. That's better. It is better. try to stay positive with myself, or else you beat yourself up. Crazy. Some people would think I'm crazy to keep doing this over and over again. Okay, those are those moments that you got it and you have to get it. There we go. Oh, it pulls out. So it goes out, comes out, probably does more damage coming out. That was another, okay. You know what that means? I made a line in the grass. I'm propping this all up so I can get a better, here we go. Here we go. The most important part is your foot's contact. That's the most important part of this.
Ball go ruin Dad's life.
We're allowed to get mad. I use that anger to get me to do it. That was probably the best opportunity I had. But I'm getting more opportunities, so that means I'm going to get this soon. Get a sucky one. A sucky poopy one. If you guys log out, log back in tomorrow, I'll still be here doing it. And he switches up. I think I missed the knife twice though, where I throw it from the fast draw, which is good, right? Focusing on some positive things. Why can't it always fly in the same spot? That would be so much better. Last one, my last one here. You know my rage chair needs to come out because that was it right there. That was another fail. That was another fail. Taxi ride. Those are tough to get in the air. Those are tough. Is this one harder than the 360, the 180? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there's a flesh wound.
I'm a little bit hungry.
And the bottom, a little nickaroony.
Go get something to eat if you're hungry. Go.
Didn't give me a split second there. But I still went for it. Give me 1 second here. I might drip on you, so just watch out. We're getting this.
That was my daughter saying she was hungry.
Okay. Here we go. We're doing it. Get some slushies after. Oh yeah.
Thanks.
5 opportunities. It's my guess that I've actually had out of the 50 tries. 6 opportunities. If I had 10 of those in a row, I would have done it. See, live edge knives, taxi rides are tough because it just cuts the can. It cuts the can rather than catch the can. New can, new man, new plan. Here we go. I'm doing it. I'm telling you I'm doing it. I'm telling you guys.
A microphone. Yeah, buddy.
Clip it. That was a taxi ride too, even though I said you couldn't, but I hit it right in the center of the can. Yeah. Ah, that's so good. Bonus bullseye to end it off. Yes. Yes. Oh, right in there.
Come on, guys. Double tap that screen. We're
Hit
2
it,
away from
hit it.
500. That was a sick shot.
Oh, item 2 away from 500,
yeah,
eh?
buddy.
That was it right there. $4.99. Thanks, guys. Not giving up.
That's one thing about the Coolest Weatherman. He won't give up.
On anybody,
Never
not just
quits.
myself. I don't give up on anybody.
That definitely does deserve a subscribe, Stephen Park.
Bullseye. Nice
We're at
throw.
508, babe.
Wow, 508 likes. Like, you guys rock. That has been like doubling my record before.
Knox Fort said I was the 500. Thank you, Knox,
Thank
and
you.
thanks for tuning in.
All of you, thank you very much. That was an awesome live to do some of those trick shots for you in real time, showing you what it's all about. Some of them I did right away, first try. Some of them took me, an hour. I don't know how long this live is, but we did 6 different variations, 4 different knives, all using the Canapult. Cool little idea to just switch up your movements to get you better overall, your versatility. It's a way to get to your position of throwing and maintaining that accuracy, that speed, that power. It all works out in the end. Doing things like this actually can help you get better. That's the goal in anything I do, trick shot or not. Goal is just to get better. So thank you for everybody that donated. We got your names written down. We're going to put you on the wall. We'll wait to do another live, and we'll do it in front of you so you can see it all happening live. I like to give back to everybody that gives to me. I'll never ask, but those people that do it out of the kindness of their hearts, I'm giving you back something. We do some giveaways, we do raffles, a lot of good stuff going on here, and a lot of content coming out, a lot of lives. We just did 3 in a row. I probably threw for 3 days in a row, 8+ hours, giving her 3 days in a row. So we do a lot. We're out here a lot, helping each other. Again, support to all those military people and families, past, present, future. Much respect and love to all of you.
Someone said, why are you so sweaty? Watching Cops?
Why are you so sweaty? Working on my sweet dance moves. Bottle of water is the Napoleon Dynamite. So we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to take the girls out for some slushies. We're going to walk on the beach, see that sunset if we can. Catch me in another live, another episode. And as I always like to say, you want to grip it, you want to rip it. Oh, no, let me do it again.
Yes, thank you all for subscribing and tuning
the
in.
Subscribers, thank you. Like I said, you want to grip it, you want to rip it, you want to stick it, and then hit it. Later.